Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. Today, from a very sunny Southern California. It's a little bit windy here as well, but I'm having a terrific little getaway with my family. I'm having a good time. I want to give a shout out to Scott McDonald, who said, Victor Lucas, good choice for the Tomb Raider doc that we worked on with IDOS Montreal. Thank you for that support. We've got a rundown just for you. All right, the first bit of news that we have to talk about is, of course, the fact that Stan Lee has passed away. He passed away yesterday at the age of 95, which is a very long and full life. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was flipping through the news and I saw it, and of course, it wasn't unexpected. He hasn't been well recently, and I've been concerned about him. And I think a lot of us have been, but I guess a lot of stuff just got out of control as he got older, but God, what a life he led and what an incredible person. And as I started to write down some thoughts and feelings that I had about Stan and about his passing, I of course was reading lots of other people's thoughts and anecdotes and looking at photographs all over the place. I was really touched by the fact that Stan had interacted with almost everybody I knew in the professional world, whether they worked in comics or in video games or in movies and television. Everywhere I looked, somebody had a picture with Stan or a story about Stan and their personal interaction with him. And I felt like, my God, man, this guy, not only did he create so many things that gave so many of us, all of us, so much joy, you know, all the superheroes that he built and all of these legends that he initiated, but he also, in his life, made the effort to come and meet all of us. He went out to conventions all over the world and he shook hands with everyone and he took pictures with everyone. And you know what I know from interviewing him and from meeting him over the years and from, you know, some interactions that I had with him over the internet, it's just that he's just so gracious and so giving and so concerned for people's love of things and people being fans and geeks. And you know, he was just rooting for all of us, you know? He really was. I think he recognized the value in dreams and the value in, you know, entertaining people and the value of entertainment, being entertained and being invested in fiction and fantasy. He appreciated that it was important for all of us, and he was a bit of a gatekeeper for all of that and a bit of a, you know, the person that I guess kind of curated a lot of this material for us. And in such a unique way, in such a visionary way, that it's impossible not to love this guy. Yesterday I tweeted, I'm down here in Southern California to visit Disneyland, and yesterday I was in Disneyland. The day that Stan Lee died, I was in the Disney park, and I came up to the statue of Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse, and I took a picture of it, and I said Stan Lee and Spider-Man should be on one side, and George Lucas and Yoda should be on the other side, because if you look at what the three of these creators have brought out into the world, and it's all under the Disney umbrella now, nothing would be better than to have them all standing side by side with their creations. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but I just feel like we can't stop remembering who Stan is. I don't think we ever will. Thank you, Stan Lee. Thank you for everything that you gave us. Thank you for everything that you gave this world, and thank you for showing us how to live.
Wherever fate will take me.
Now the news continues. Microsoft held their X18 fan event over the weekend, and they made a few big announcements. First up, Crackdown 3 finally has a release date. It will land on February 19th, 2019, bringing to an end several years of delays. It apparently took so long because Microsoft wanted to get the game's multiplayer just right, with the online modes featuring the same kind of destructible environments that players will get when playing offline. To prove it, they've announced a new 5 vs 5 multiplayer mode called Wrecking Zone, where the goal is to destroy the world around you as well as the other team. No word on when the inevitable Battle Royale mode will be announced. Next up, the pirate game Sea of Thieves is getting a new PvP mode of its own called The Arena. The Arena! Where crews will be able to battle each other in ships and on foot for new loot. That sets sail in early 2019. Finally, Microsoft confirmed rumors that they're buying up 2 new studios, Pillars of Eternity developer Obsidian Entertainment and Wasteland 3 developer In Exile Entertainment. This is on top of several other big studio buy-ups they announced earlier this year at E3 and shows that they're serious about getting more first-party games on Xbox platforms.
And who am I to disappoint.
The first live-action Pokemon movie trailer has debuted, and it sparked all kinds of debate on the internet. The first trailer for the new movie Pokemon Detective Pikachu was released yesterday and quickly became one of the biggest topics on social media. Like the 3DS game of the same name, Detective Pikachu sees a human boy befriend a talking Pikachu, and together they solve crimes and try to find the boy's missing father. The two things that seem to have caught most viewers off guard is the fact that Pikachu is voiced by none other than Ryan Reynolds.
We got ways to make you talk.
And all the Pokemon have been redesigned. Because it's a live-action movie, they have photorealistic fur, scales, and skin, which makes them look very different than they do in the games or animated adventures.
In my head, I saw that differently.
Detective Pikachu is being made by Warner Brothers and Legendary Pictures in partnership with the Pokemon Company, which is part owned by Nintendo, meaning this is one of the first big movies that Nintendo is helping to produce. It hits theaters on May 10th.
I will electrocute you.
It looks like CBS is replicating yet another new Star Trek show, and it will have a familiar face. Following the success of Star Trek Discovery, the network is reportedly developing a spin-off that will focus on Michelle Yeoh's character, Captain Philippa Georgiou.
Not too shabby, huh?
According to The Hollywood Reporter, Yeoh is currently in talks to sign on as the lead, and this is on top of the fact that she's already set to appear as a supporting character in the upcoming second season of Discovery. It's unclear which version of her character this new show will focus on, her original version or her dark mirror universe counterpart, but expect more details soon. This is just one of several new Trek projects on the way. Along with the second season of Discovery, CBS is also working on a new series that will see Patrick Stewart return to his iconic role of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, as well as a new animated series from Rick and Morty writer Mike McCann. All of the new shows are being developed for the streaming service CBS All Access.
We have engaged the Klingons.
Big American film studios are continuing to form a symbiotic relationship with China. The new super anti-hero movie Venom opened in China over the weekend, earning a better than expected $111 million. For comparison, Venom earned just $80 million in its debut in North America, and now with its domestic run almost over, it's claimed about $200 million. This means that in one weekend in China, the film has made more than half of what it's made in its entire run here in North America, and will likely end up earning more in the country than anywhere else in the world. This trend is only going to continue because China recently overtook the US to become the world's biggest film market.
We are Venom.
Computer maker MSI is entering some new territory. Now, they're primarily known for their gaming laptops, but they've got a couple of new models which are designed more for creative work and business work, probably a little bit of gaming. It's the PS42 and the P65, and we caught up with MSI's Stephen Lin to learn more.
We actually get feedback from customers. Many of them come back and say, we actually don't game, but we need a piece of equipment that's powerful but still portable. And then also, I cannot bring your gaming laptops to my business meetings. So that's why we listen, and then we make something that actually fit their needs. The PS42 is actually a bit more entry level with a more basic CPU, also the NVIDIA MX150 entry level gaming graphics cards. And the P65 is actually much more powerful with the 6-core 8-gen Core i7 CPU and also NVIDIA GeForce 1070 graphics cards. Basically anything with the NVIDIA GTX 1060 graphics card, it's VR ready, so it's more than enough to run any VR games on it.
Now, I've asked the folks at MSI to send me one of these laptops, and you know they're meant for business work or creative work, but I am definitely going to check out the gaming capabilities on that hardware as soon as they send me one, so stay tuned for more. All right, that's going to do it for our rundown today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new episode for you. In the meantime, click around and watch some of the other content we've made. And if you dig it, hit subscribe, hit that little bell. If you're so inclined, you can join up and become an EPN member. And we've got merch on our epn.tv/merch page. Thanks for watching, everybody. Play forever.